All right, today we're going to do a demo of how to update the files in a BarCodeOS barcode scanner. A BarCodeOS is a software layer for validation and filtering that ID integration adds to the CodeCorp family of barcode scanners. And I would suggest that you just Google BarCodeOS and you'll come to a support page here that allows you to see models and pricing. Today I'm going to be talking about this model, the 1500. Really simple corded scanner, and I'm updating the files for BarCodeOS because I changed the rules files for this medical validation and parsing filter. UDIs are a tracking barcode program kind of initiated by the FDA for healthcare suppliers. And it's a pretty detailed spec. It involves 3 different families. Well, it turned out that I had a customer who had GS1 barcodes that were being called inaccurate, when in fact they actually were fine. There was a change in the rules, and I had to update my rules file. So this is really something that can happen over time. You know, there's a change to some kind of international standard for what defines a DoD mark or a medical mark, and here's the process for going about updating your scanner. Okay, so we're going to begin with going out to the CodeCorp site, and if you just click on any one of the product hardware items, I picked on the 1500 here, you'll find under a software tab a program called Cortex Tools 3. That's the one you want to have. It's the most recent version. And when you install it, it allows you to do some configuration. And most configuration isn't even required by BarCodeOS scanners. They just work out of the box. But in order to update the file set, you do need to have this program. And the nice thing about this program is it's very simple to use because it recognizes your scanner when it's inserted. So I just started this program. There's nothing connected, and as soon as I go ahead and I connect my 1500 scanner, the software will recognize it and prompt you to say, hey, do you want to connect to this thing and configure it? And you'll say, yes. In doing so, you now can see all of the files that are on this scanner. You can do all kinds of things. You can configure it and blah, blah, blah. I do think that our site for BarCodeOS is an easier tool to use for generic configuration, like beat volume and symbols supported and all of that. But we're going to show this simple section of this Cortex tool program here. Click on Reader, and you'll be able to drag files down to this reader that will allow you to add your own programs if you want. In this case, I'm just taking the BarCodeOS file set, which is nothing more than these. This really is the totality of what BarCodeOS is. And there's a boot file, and I really only need to update this one, but I'm going to go ahead and show you the full process here. So as you drag, hit download, and it'll go down to the scanner. You can go to the next one, pull it down, right? And if you have a really old version of BarCodeOS and you have a 1500, you can just request this update file, and I will provide it to you in a zip fashion. Just unzip it and then download these files to your scanner, and you'll have the most up-to-date version for BarCodeOS for free. Okay. This is the rules file, and I'll show you that in a little bit. I'm also going to show you this file is the boot file. It says which application runs first as you plug it into a PC. And here is the military file. I'm just putting everything on here. If you bought the medical version, you're getting basic and the UID. If you're buying the DoD version, you're getting basic and the DoD version. Okay. And so now I'm just going to show you what's actually in some of these. This OS var file identifies right here which program, whether it's UID, UDI, or OS basic, that will be the BarCodeOS application that will run as the default. Now you can switch to the other ones by simply scanning a barcode off of the web page configurator. Like if you You want to switch from the medical program to the basic program, you just scan this. And then when you go back, you'll scan this. Whatever you scan here, this is going to change what you have for a value in this file here. And that will become your new PowerUp default. Okay. You can also define what you want for an output string. And this stuff may look a little strange, but once you use the configurator files here, you can see down here what the implications are here. If you want to block on error, if you want to do a validation report, right? You want to, you'll see that a number of changes here. You can just select this whole thing and copy it into this file if you wish. Okay, so that's that program. Now, if I want to show you what's in the rules file is not encrypted, and you can see pretty much everything that's here in terms of the GS1, HIVIC, and blood bank folks. These are the rules that look at character filters, and if the barcode that you're scanning has a certain prefix but does not meet this filter, this regular expression filter, it will show an error. And it's very, very, very extensive, okay? So what we've done most recently here is I've just, for example, changed this filter to include a whole bunch of special characters that are allowed as string characters for, in this case, lot number, okay? So that's really what constitutes the upgrade of a scanner. Now, if at this point I'm done, I can actually close the program. I can unplug and replug my scanner in. So if you have a 2700 that's battery back, remove the battery, put the battery back in, reboot it. And now it's going to read all of those new files, and you should be ready to go to begin scanning. I'm just going to open up Notepad. It doesn't really matter what it is. And I'm going to scan some barcodes that I've created here for the GS1 world just to test that what I've done is working. So don't need that one anymore. Don't need that one either. Here's my Notepad file. There it is. Okay, so let's start with this one. This is just a regular G10. Wherever I put my cursor, that's where the data is going to go. This configuration is to provide a validation report that's either passed or failed at the top. I'm going to go to the next one. And this one has a number of special characters in it, but I can change that and even add some more. There's all kinds of things that you can add now. You can add an exclamation mark, a comma, star, ampersand, percent, underscore, comma, colon, semicolon, all kinds of things. Not really sure if I've gone beyond 20 because that's the limit here. I will put that in. And if I once again scan that mark, you see I still have a pass grade. Okay. And lastly, if we do a concatenated one where we have more than one application identifier within this, you can still get a report on this. There you go. And this will output either passed or failed with all the elements inside. So we've shown that it works. Unplug it, plug it back in. It'll be the same each and every time until you change it again. And I hope that convinced you that yes, you too can update the files in a BarCodeOS scanner.